The process of parole in the state of California, a lot of people don't know, but it's like one of the hardest process to ever go through. You go in front of two commissioners, the district attorney of your county commitment offense, and you have to prove to them that you are rehabilitated. You have to prove to them that you're no longer that person that committed the crime. It goes through a process of 12 more commissioners, and then it goes to the staff of the governor, and finally it goes in front of the governor for signature. I went to the prison board of terms 5 different times, so it was very hard to go one after another and keep hearing, you're being denied, you're being denied. I continue working on myself, going through therapy, going through self-help groups, then becoming a mentor, then being certified as a drug counselor. All these things allow me to prepare myself to go in front of them for the 5th time. The commissioner started reading everything that's being read in the document, and I remember putting my head down saying, I already know what's gonna happen, I'm gonna be denied. And the commissioner told me to look up, and when I looked up, she said, you're going home. I called my wife and I told her. She started crying. I called my brothers, my nephews, everybody was so excited, and everybody was like, you're finally coming home. I was thinking about going back to the community, serving the youth. The officers told me, you need to step out from this line. And I said, well, I'm being released, and this is the line that takes you to being released. And they said, you're not being released, you're being detained by ICE. Everything came down, crashing, everything, my dreams, my hopes. And I remember going back to what I have always known, numbing myself and saying, I have to accept this. This is just the way my life is, and they are never gonna let me out. One of the officers says, you've been locked up already like more than 2 decades. He's like, don't you want to be free? And I said, yes, I want to be free here in my home. And he was like, this is not your home. You're not from the United States. And I said, this is my home. People don't understand the trauma that takes place in all these places. I was so traumatized by my whole experience that people didn't know that I couldn't sleep more than 4 hours. She would always tell me, go to bed, go to bed. And it was like, I was afraid that something would happen to her. I was afraid that something would happen to me. I was like, they're gonna come and I'm not gonna be awake to help her. I fell asleep and she didn't wake me up, and I got up and I looked at the clock and it was like 11 o'clock, and I was like, why you didn't wake me? You know, like, why you didn't say anything? And she looked at me, she said, this is the first time you have slept, like, and you look so peaceful that, and I looked at that and I was like, it just made me look at everything that I experienced. And I just don't want nobody to go through that.